Okay, so we are in this bitch with Javi. Javi, I miss you, the one and only. So, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Ooh, about myself. Well, I'm a queer, non-binary producer and artist. I've been making music for a couple years now. Doing.
Yeah, okay, per. So, to start it off, you just said it, so I might as well ask it. So, since you're a queer non binary artist, I've never really seen like any queer non binary artists in the genre that you're in or make like the type of music that you make and also be as open as you are. So, like, how did you become so confident, like, and so open with doing that? Because you don't see that a lot, like, at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember like all the friends that I used to make, like in high school and stuff like that. Like, I always had straight friends.
Oh, damn.
Like, I've never met like queer people until like outside of high school, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I basically grew up with like my friends listening to like Young Thug and like Young Nudie and all of them like
Right.
rap niggas. So
Right.
I guess I just ended up liking rap like a lot, and like even all the queer people that I know now, um, not a lot of them listen to rap music or like make rap music at all. So it's like I don't
Yeah.
know. It's pretty interesting how I do that.
It really
But shout
is.
out me.
Yeah, shout out you for real. And then it's also cool because it's like there's only a couple of like queer artists that I could think of off the top of my head, and really like Saucy Santana is really like one of the only ones that I could think of. And then I think his name is Kel or something, but they make like
Uh-huh.
like that gutter shit, and it's like you can do that, but I feel like your style is a bit more alternative. So it's really fucking cool to see you doing your shit and being open and being different as fuck at the same time. Like you don't sound like every other bitch. So it's awesome.
Bro. Yeah,
Yes.
I hate that shit. Like I feel like when people think of like queer rap like, in general, they think um I don't even know, like I don't want to say like obscene, like I don't know, because that could be obscene, but like I think they expect like when they think of queer rap, they think of Saucy Santana. I'm just like it doesn't always have to be like that. Like it can. I love
Right.
Saucy Santana, but it's like with me, I just be making music
Right.
like and speaking my mind and
Per.
shit like that, and like I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
So how long have you been making music?
Um, I think since like probably late 2019 is when I first started. Like when I first copped FL. FL was my first DAW like ever. It
Wow.
was late 2019. I got it for my 19th birthday. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah,
Hmm. So when you
yeah. I
started,
started
oh
making my beats. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, you're
I
good. Go
started
ahead.
making beats when 2019, and I didn't start making actual music until 2020. Like this time, 2020.
Okay. So I feel like now, like your style is very like alternative. It's very like different. It's really cool. Like a lot of the times when I listen to your music, like there's a lot of different elements from like other genres of music that you incorporate into your songs, especially on your EP that you just dropped. Like there was like some techno aspects I feel like, and then there's like indie pop aspects. Like there's all types of shit going on with your music. So has your style always been like that? Like when you started making music in 2019, like you said, was your style like that, or were you making like other types of music?
Yeah, like if you listen to like some of my first beats, like I don't even think they have a genre. Like
Oh wow.
I always made weird shit, and I always tried to make something that you've never heard before. I never like really went into it as like, oh, I want to make like uh, a certain rapper type beats. Like I don't make type beats. I make Javi beats.
Per.
So yeah,
Yeah, we love that.
never. Yeah.
Okay, so where are you
Where
from?
am I from? I was born in Sacramento, California. I was in like San Diego, California for like maybe like 5 or 6 years, and then I moved to Atlanta. So
Right.
I'm basically like from Atlanta,
Right.
but I was born in.
So I was gonna ask where you grew up at, but I'm pretty sure Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like growing up in Atlanta has affected your music, and if so, how?
For sure, for sure. Because like I feel like in Atlanta, it's like a huge variety of artists, like from all types of genres, like
Right.
and like especially like not even in like the making music aspect, but like the people that I hung around, like when I was growing up, I was always able to fit into like different types of friend groups. I was like the one to be jumping around
Right.
like different friend groups. So like I would make friends with like the emo kids, and then they'll put me onto their music, and I would make friends with like the niggas, and they put me onto their music. Like, you feel me?
Sure.
So I feel like I was very well versed because of like being here and being in this big old melting pot.
Right.
I know.
Okay, so if you don't have to disclose this information if you don't want to, but where did you go to high school at?
I went to South Gwinnett, and for like my freshman and sophomore year, and then I went to Campbell High School.
Right.
So I was in, then I went to Marietta.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
So, were you making music while you were in high school, or did you like want to when you were in high school? Oh,
No.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
I feel like that's super crazy. Like I think I started making music like I think it was it might have been like my junior year, but I wasn't like actually into it.
Right.
Yeah, it's either my junior or late senior year. I can't really remember. Whatever 2019 was, like.
Right.
No, bitch, because I graduated Bitch, was I making music in 2018? Was I lying? I don't. I'm about to get back to you on that one because I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 2019 though. So that's after high school because I graduated 2018. But I feel like I was making music like a little bit. No, I really wasn't. Okay, so I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I started making music after high school. That's
Right.
crazy.
That is.
That's crazy. Wow.
So, do you still talk to anybody from your high school, and like, how do they react to your music? Like, when you started, how did they react, and how do they react now?
It's like, that's so funny. Because I do still talk to people from like high school, especially like Campbell. Like most of my friends from high school are the friends I had in Campbell.
Right.
But when I first started making music, like it was real quiet. It was crickets. But it was because my music was bad. So like no blame on them. But like now, I feel like especially with this EP, or after I started dropping on SoundCloud, like for real, like consistently, people are seeing like, I don't know, my improvement, and I'm actually getting good at this shit.
Yes.
So like I'm pretty hard to ignore. I'm becoming hard to ignore. I'm gaining traction. So
yeah,
I think they're fun now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like people hit you up and be like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm so proud of you," type shit?
Just today.
I'm dead as fuck.
Like, nigga, I have random niggas going to make DMs talking about they're proud of me.
Literally.
I'm like, I don't even know you. But shout out, thank you. Like, yeah.
No, I feel that.
You're a good friend.
What is that?
Ice cream from Costco. Do not sleep on that shit.
Ooh. Noted. So, how would you describe your style starting off, and how would you describe your style now? Like, what are the differences and what are the similarities?
Like in my music, or like?
Yeah.
When I first started off, I feel like I was making a lot of shit that was not rappable. Because I started making beats before I started like actually making music. So I was just making like a lot of, I don't even know how to explain it. Like a lot of like very experimental stuff. Now I feel like I'm still extremely experimental, but like more on a consumable level.
Right.
Yeah. So like I really try to make it a point to make something that people hasn't heard before. But you know, doing music more and learning like how to become like consumable and like actually listenable. Like I've learned how to make my music experimental and like cool at the same time without it being way too weird for people like to be like, what the fuck is it? I
Right.
think yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that was interesting as fuck. Hold on. Can you go more in depth about
Is that
that?
what?
I said that was
You said,
interesting as fuck. Can you go more in depth about that?
huh. Huh. Let me see, because I was already struggling.
Oh shit.
um, okay. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like because I got, how do I explain that? I don't know. I also feel like it's because over the years, I've gotten better.
Right.
And before, when I was making music, like, if you hear my 2019 beats, like, it's like a whole bunch of shit just jam packed into like one beat, where it's like, what am I even listening to? And like I've gotten good to the point where it's like I don't know. I'm just I wasn't good before and now I'm good. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, bro. I really don't. I
Okay.
apologize.
It's okay. You're good. But so you said when you started making music, you were producing first?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your creative process like when you were making beats? Like, what would you do to kind of like get yourself started on making a beat? Like, if you get what I'm saying.
I didn't have a plan, and I don't have it to this day. Like when I open FL, because I'm an FL user, I literally astral project. Like I just said that shit today, but like I go out my body and I just start making the fucking beat. Like I do not think. Like I just press buttons until it sounds good. Press button, it sounds good, and then it'll work. I promise you.
Okay, bet. I might keep that noted also because I be struggling.
Yeah, for real.
But so when you started recording music, what was your like creative process then? Like, what did you do to record and stuff? What was your mixing process like?
But I'm, but like it was such a struggle. Like my first songs were so ass. Like I go back and listen to it now. It's just like, what were you thinking? I don't know, bro. And like when I first started, like I always used to punch in because I remember when I first started like making actual songs. I looked up like how to make songs. And it's funny because like the first thing that like no, I don't think it was the first thing, but like something that popped up was like Young Thug recording like in the studio, and he was literally like he would mumble over the track and then piece in word like punch in according to his flow or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, cheat codes, and then that's what I started doing. And I was really bad at it at first, but over time, I've kind of just adjusted and learned how to do it in a my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So was your artist name always Javi? Ooh.
No.
What other names did you have?
Well, it is my. I guess it was. Was it? Because I always went. When I first started, like when I first wanted to release music, I wanted to release it as Javo Love, because my name is Javon. If you didn't know,
Right.
and Javi's just a nickname, but I got Javo Love because. All right, let me say how to spell it. It's JAVOLAUV. I don't know where the love came from, but I thought it was
That's
cute.
cute. That is cute.
But Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was cute, but I grew up and I was like, I don't know. I don't even know how I got to Javi. It kind of just happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I thought it was cute, and I was like, wow. Actually, because I used to hate when people used to call me Javi.
Really? What the fuck?
Yeah, like people used to try to call me like Javante or Javi. I'm just like, my name is Javon. Don't play with me. Like,
What?
I used to hate that. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just like grew on me, especially like after coming out as non-binary and like figuring out who I am and all that stuff. I feel like it really fits me.
Yeah. It does. It really does.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you were
I
just
let this
talking.
shit know. Oh my god, this sucks. I don't know what to do.
Do you still have the Case the Rapper? Stick
I
it back in
do,
there.
but like, without. It's fine. It's okay. Just gonna put it down. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you put it inside of the wrapper?
Oh hell no, no. It's right here.
Because if you
No.
won't it melt more if you just leave it there and then it'll get everywhere.
I got it, Jewel. I promise. I got it.
But
I'm a veteran at this shit. I'm gonna turn the whole up.
oh my god. What was I gonna say? Wait. Oh, wait. I think I asked you this already. When you started producing, what kinds of beats did you make?
Stupid shit. That shit used to sound like robot sex.
Oh my god.
No, like someone actually told me that, and I was like, you know what, you're right. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't
shit.
like dubstep or nothing, but like it was just like mad experimental and just like, I don't know. I don't feel like it really had a genre.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your beats now?
Girl, I don't ever be thinking about that. Like, what do I sound like now? I guess I feel like I have like a more mature plug sound. I don't want to say mature, like plug is not mature, but like it sounds more like gritty, if that makes sense. Like,
It does.
or I don't know. I try to,
Shit,
I don't
indie plug.
Yeah, right. Indie plug. Per.
I don't even know if that's a genre, but if it is, we finna make it. Per.
We
Or
finna
you
make
finna make
it.
it. Yeah.
We finna make it.
That's gonna be your shit.
Exactly.
So what is your beat cookout process like? I already asked you that. You said you just push buttons, right?
Literally. I don't go into FL thinking about like anything. Like very rarely do I ever go into FL with an idea and it comes out that way.
Oh wow.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna think no more because it's pointless. Especially because like if you have like a certain sound that you want to make in FL and you go into FL like, oh, I'm gonna do this and blah 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 blah, and then it doesn't come out like that, you're gonna get pissed off and then you're gonna get frustrated and it's gonna like ruin your whole day. So I don't do that.
Yeah.
I learned.
Damn. So
I used to remember that shit.
I'm dead as fuck. That's literally me now. Like I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not worth it. Mm-mm.
But so you said you use FL and you started on FL. So did you learn FL on your own or did you have someone to teach you?
I wish I had someone to teach me, bro. Oh God, I remember. I used to get on my story and be like, I will pay you.
Oh shit!
I will pay somebody to please teach me how to use it. Please. No one ever did. RIP.
Damn.
But I don't know. After many failed YouTube attempts trying to learn it off of stupid ass niggas, I hate most of the tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah, they don't be. They just be talking and pushing
They
buttons.
just be talking, and their shit always sounds real bad. It's very rare to find like a YouTube tutorial producer. Not to knock them. Shout out, what's that nigga name? What's his name? In the Mix. Shout out him. He's cool. Who else? I don't know. I can only remember In the Mix, like, primarily. But shout out him. He's cool. He helped me a lot.
So,
Yeah.
what was that like? Like, go more in depth, like learning by yourself and shit. Because I know it was a struggle, but just go more in depth.
Like, as a person, it was really a struggle. I didn't really fully learn who I was until very recently. Like, I wasn't content with, I hated myself because, like, of the way I was raised and grew up. Like, I was raised in a Christian household, and, like, I don't know, I was always taught to be ashamed of people like me, and, like, yeah, it was a real struggle. But, and, like, even, like, with my friend group, like, only having straight friends for the most part, I just always felt like an outcast and always felt like I didn't belong anywhere. And I didn't really go in depth into like how I felt or like trying to learn who I was until like I went through a manic situation in high school and I cut off all my friends for like maybe like a half a year or a year. I can't really remember. And I really just honed in with myself and was like, who are you? Who do you want to be? Like, what's good with you? Like, I really checked in. And during that time, I was talking to myself a lot and, like, really spending time, like, quality time with myself and, like, learning what self-care was. And like I said, just always checking in. And then after that, I became a lot nicer and a lot more open-minded and a lot more who you see today. So yeah, it was a long journey, a long, painful journey, but we here.
Right. So you said before that you didn't always want to make music. So during that journey, is that when you figured out that you wanted to make music? Or was it like an impulse thing?
Not even. I started making music because of... Should I tell you that? Are you going to ask me that later? I can tell you that.
You can tell me now.
Yeah, I started making music because, like, it was random. Like, my friend... I remember we were just, like, hotboxing in a car. And we were listening to... It was, like, around the time when Culture 2 came out, I think. And my friends... We were just listening to that in the car. And then I guess someone local came on after, like, that album finished. And we were like, this nigga is trash. Like, you know? And we were like, you know what? If we made music, we'd probably do better. And I was like, maybe. So I downloaded the FL trial, and then that's when it all started. Like, just off a little jokey joke.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely doing better than them now, like, actually.
Very, like, I know, like, it's literally.
Literally. I can listen to you now without hearing the other person and just know.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Literally.
And through that little journey, that little joke, I really fell in love with this shit. I don't know how, but...
Well, I'm happy you did. Because you be blessing my ears, for real. So what's your favorite feature in FL, and why is it your favorite?
Yeah. I guess like a built-in feature is like being able to consolidate a melody. And people don't know about that shit. Like I still be teaching people how to do that, like to this day. Like that should be saving my life. Like if you go into that, bitch, I don't even know how to explain it for real. like consolidating a melody, like if you make a melody, you can like literally put it into an MP3 like
Right.
in the playlist. That shit is beautiful because and then you can like manipulate it in any way that you need to, like, right then and there. It's beautiful. I love that function. If you don't know what that is, go learn about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so back to like about recording music. Have you always mixed your own music?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Bitch, how did you learn how to mix and engineer? Like, because you're like literally an
It was
engineer
a
now.
while ago. No, I'm not. I'm still not even that good, bro.
You are.
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not. Like, that shit could be so much better to this day. But I did get a lot better from when I first started. Bitch, like, I didn't really. I remember when I first started making music, I did not know what I was doing. I didn't know what a compressor was. I still don't know what a compressor is, bitch. I don't know what any of those things are.
Wait, so what kind of mic do you record on?
Let me check. This is my baby.
Aww.
MXL 7770 770
Oh shit.
MXL 770. It has a sock on it, the little Puma sock.
Per.
Yeah, she's decent. She's pretty okay. I would prefer to have the Shure SM58. I did have that at one point, but I gave it to a friend for Christmas or his birthday, like that. Yeah, I gave him the better mic of the two because I loved him, and I felt like he deserved it. But she does the job. I love her. She's great.
So, do you use the interface also?
I do. My Focusrite Scarlett Solo.
And have you always recorded on that?
Yeah.
The same mic and well, not the same mic, of course, but okay.
Yeah, not the same mic. The first mic I've ever had was like some Amazon shit because of Fat Kid deals. It was the newer, whatever the fuck. It was like $20. That shit was garbage.
Was it a USB mic or was it like an interface mic also?
I think it was USB, but it also had a good. I think it was USB.
Okay. But my bad.
Maybe not.
Back to the mixing and shit. How was it like learning when mixing and stuff? Like, what was that whole process like from start to finish? And now.
Oh, it's still such a tragic thing. I like to mix now because I kind of know what I'm doing, like a little bit, but like for the year that I have been trying to learn how to mix, I did not watch not one. No, I'm lying. I did watch In the Mix a little bit, but for the most part, it was trial and error. And I only got good because I downloaded a couple presets, and I was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to sound. And then I like looked at every effect and how it was manipulating my voice and like what it was doing, and I learned it from tweaking it from the preset that already sounded good. And after like learning how like each one worked and blah 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 blah, I kind of put my own twist into it to make it sound even better, or not better, but like made it sound where it like works with my voice more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was a very long and painful process. I cried a good amount of times.
Damn.
Just learning how to make music is like, I cried. Like, bitch, I actually got Ableton yesterday because I want to become like multi-DAW fluent and like be one of those bitches. And bitch, I cried. Like,
oh.
I was like, look at that. Like, I hate not knowing what I'm doing. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate not having shit's terrible.
Okay, so can you tell me in depth what your recording process is like and how you come up with lyrics and new things to say constantly? Because you're one of those people where it's like whenever you make a song, it's like you're not saying anything that sounds the same as what you said in the last song, like ever. And if you do,
What?
I've never fucking heard it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, because I do feel like I be saying like some of the same phrases because I really do. I don't know. I feel like it's just because like I don't release every song, so you don't really hear that shit. But when whenever I do like find a beat that I'm fucking with, usually like the first thing that I do is like I mount the mic, like I'm ready to go, and on my first take, it always has to be the first take. Well, not always, but like the best take is always gonna be the first take. That's not really true, but like it is though. What you want to do, or what I do, is like I hum like a little flow, like I mumble. I don't freestyle. I cannot freestyle for my life. I will not be one of those bitches that can freestyle. I cannot. Yeah, I mumble like a little flow that works, or I like I don't know, whatever just like first comes to my mind, and then as I punch in, like I'm a punch in artist, rapper, but I cut like from the first take, from first mumble take, and like just puzzle piece the song together until it sounds good.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you like mix your songs immediately after you record, or do you mix them like as you're going?
Oh, that depends. It depends on like usually like as I'm hmm, usually as I'm going, because like sometimes I can get stuck, or like I just run out of shit to say, so I take a break from like recording, and then I just start mixing like whatever I have right then and there.
Right.
So maybe it'll give me like fresh ears for the rest of the whatever I want to do. But I don't know. It really depends, because sometimes I could make a song in just like one sitting. Sometimes it takes a couple days. I don't know. It depends on the song.
That makes sense. So literally like every time I talk to you, you're creating something, like you're either making a song or you're making a beat, and I'm like, how the fuck do you not get blocked? And when you do get blocked, like what do you do?
I do get blocked, bitch. I'm blocked right now. Like,
Oh.
but I just keep making shit because I'm fucking bored. Like, when I'm in a block, it usually means like I can't make anything good, or just like whatever I'm doing, like it's not coming out the way I want to. So I just keep making shit until I make something cool, and I'm like, oh, and then like something like clicks, like whether it's temporarily or like whatever, like because I feel like you can never like avoid a block at all.
Yeah.
Like it's always gonna come. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Like you're always gonna have a block. It just depends on like how you work through it, you know.
Right.
But sometimes like you do have to take a break though. Like if it's really frustrating you, or like I don't know, if you feel like you really just cannot do anything, like go outside.
Right.
Go get some sun.
So
For
what's the
sure.
longest you've had a block for, and like what was the longest break you took because of it?
Maybe like 2 months.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a long time. But like it's been a while since I've like not made a beat. Only because I'm like unemployed. But like uh yeah. Yeah. Like it's
So
a lot harder to um it's a lot harder to be like consistent when you do have like a job and like actual responsibilities and things of that sort.
right.
Um but when you have nothing to do, like me, you kind of just have like nothing else to do other than like make a beat.
Right.
I don't know.
I feel it though.
Yeah.
Okay, so recently I've been seeing you like branch out and work with more artists, and that's pretty cool. So like what was your first feature? Like your first feature ever, or like your first time hopping on an open and your first time sending an open to somebody? Like what was it like? And go in depth if you can.
Mm, I I used to have this friend. We're not really friends anymore,
Oh.
but we used to make like all of our songs together because like he was the person that like made me start making beats or whatever. Like that was the dude I was in the car with.
Right.
And yeah, like we actually do have a good amount of songs together, maybe like 6 or 7 before we just like stopped talking. But he was like one of my first features, and he's a really good rapper. He doesn't think that he's a good rapper, but that nigga could spin circles around some of these niggas, for real, for real.
Yeah.
But who else? I think like my second ever feature. I don't think it was. Oh, was it a? Oh, my friend Tati. My friend Tati. That was my second feature, I think. Oh my god, I love them. Oh my god, they're so amazing.
Aww.
They're so amazing. They're a non-binary artist too.
Ooh.
They don't have any. They do have music like on SoundCloud, but like it's not like they don't have official releases like on all platforms or anything. And I don't know why because they're so fucking talented.
You
Shout
gotta
out
put me
Tati.
on.
What is their Instagram? No, because like y'all need to know who this is for real. Because that's my nigga. It's not tea leaves. It's not bananalism either. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to you on that one, but that was my second year. We have a song called "High with Me" that has not come out because I cannot mix that shit.
Oh.
Sadly. And yeah, I forgot what the question was. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I was saying, what was your first feature like, and what was your like first time sending somebody an open like?
Oh, bitch, I was scared. That shit is scary.
Sending opens or
especially,
features?
Yes, thanks. Especially like when I first started out, like I was so like what's it called? Not confident. What is that word when you're not confident? I was really insecure.
Yeah.
Of, like, how it sound like of like my music and my sound, and I was like, oh my god, like are they gonna like it? Like what if they don't like it? Like it was that shit was terrible and terrifying, but you know it worked out. It worked out. I think like my third feature or whatever that I ever sent was like to my friend Caesar. Shout out him, one of the best artists I know, literally. And yeah, it's just really surprising when people like actually fuck with you or like fuck with the open. It's a very rewarding feeling, I think.
So do you still feel like that now? Like, do you still get that feeling now?
Not really, because I'm more secure in like what I make. Like this shit hard. Like
Right.
this is cool.
So it's not as rewarding anymore?
Oh, like it's super rewarding.
Oh,
like,
that's what I was asking.
especially like open back. Oh my god, like because most of my opens are you, and whenever you send something back, I'm like, oh my fucking god, like
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
that shit blows my mind to this day.
No.
Yeah.
Bitch, hold on. Let me tell them. Okay, so the first time I ever received the open and like hopped on it, like actually hopped on it, was you. Like it was this bitch. It was Javi, and it was our song "Kick." And I heard this shit and I listened to it and I was like, how the hell am I gonna hop on this? Because I had never hopped on anything like that before. And then I listened to it. I think I recorded it like the next day or the same day or some shit. And then I fucking sent it back. And then I was like worried. Yeah, because I was hella fucking excited. Like I was listening to you. I had found you on SoundCloud because I was listening to somebody's song on a playlist. And then after the playlist, your song popped up. It was what the fuck?
Losing.
Yeah, it was Lose It. It was Lose It. And I was like, bruh, this shit is so hard. And I kept listening to it. And so I think I commented on your shit, and then you like texted me, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
You didn't even comment. Yeah,
I didn't.
Did you?
I think I did.
Think you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did.
Yeah, because as soon as I hear something fire, I comment. Like I'm annoying. I mean, everybody comments like, "Hey!" But yeah.
But I definitely had to hit you up because I heard we had therapy and I was like, wait, she is bad, and I love bad people, God. And I love talented people, so I had to hit you, like for sure.
But yeah, that whole experience was so fucking exciting. And like now, the shit that we make now, I feel like overall, like making music with you is like helping me improve and like be more diverse. So it feels good as fuck. But yeah.
because you can get on some different shit, like for real, for real. And I feel like even all the music that you got on like your SoundCloud now, like the shit that we have is like completely different.
Literally.
And like I want to help you discover shit that you don't even
Yes.
you can't even think of right now. Like
Yes.
I'm trying to convert you, guys.
Yes.
I don't think I did.
No, I'm so happy that you're that way because I'm like, bruh.
I'm a freak, like for real. Like,
but I love it and I appreciate it.
thank you.
So, I was gonna say, have you ever? Okay, so what is the underground scene like in ATL, and have you always been tapped in? Like, how did you get tapped into the scene over there? Because the scene is crazy.
It's insane here.
Yes.
And I didn't know, like.
What?
I didn't even know, like, for a really long time until even when I was making beats, I had no idea. It wasn't until I went to it was my first show actually, the first one I performed at. It was because my friend Shnoww was having like a little pop-up for like her brand and like her, like all her pillows, her lamps, like all her, she's amazing. She makes a lot of shit. But she was having like performances and shit like that. So I was performing and some other amazing artist was performing, but Kahi. Motherfucking Kahi. That's my twin. Like, I love them so much. They're my favorite artists, like, hands down. Like,
Aww.
They're fucking ridiculous. So basically, like, Kahi has, like, a really big influence in the ATL scene right now, or like, for, like, the indie pop type people or whatever. So when I performed with them, I gained a lot of their followers as well, because like a lot of the people that fuck with Kahi like go to their shows regularly.
Right.
So Kahi like really introduced me to everyone from that is like in the ATL scene. Like I've met so many different artists that are becoming like some of my favorite artists, like DJ Willie. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, DJ Willie is hard.
He's one of my favorite people in the world, and like he's so tapped in. DJ Willie is who's tapped in, and he puts me on to so much shit, and so many like local artists. And like I don't know, just like after the performance, is really when people started like I started to connect with people. People started finding me. I started finding like artists through like how I met you. Like people liking my shit or following me on SoundCloud, and like. I'm checking out their shit. I'm like, whoa, this is fucking hard. Like, I feel like the way to get tapped in is like really just putting yourself out there.
Right.
And like going outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much shit around you that you have no idea exists. I did not know that all of these people existed. Like, 6 months ago.
Wow.
This shit is insane.
Damn. You said 6 months ago. This is recent as fuck then.
It's recent. This is recent as fuck. Like,
wow.
You don't understand. When I first started making music, I had like 500 followers. I doubled that in 6 months.
Yeah. That's fucking insane.
Insane.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
It is.
And like, I have, this is not like an ATL or anything, but, or it's not like mainly an ATL, but I have this other account. It's my beat account. It's called I Miss You Javi. I used to actually be named Jobu. Like, that used to be my producer name. Jobu was my producer name. But I changed it to Javi recently because, like, I feel like it would just be easier to, know who I am. But I started that when I first started making beats, and I was meeting a lot of people, like, around the world, like, a lot of producers. And I just recently, not even, what am I even saying? Like, I don't know, I was tapped in because of that, like, because of producers, and, like, them working with other people, and then them, like, coming to me, like, and seeing that I'm hard or whatever, I'm, like, reaching out to people, like, I don't know. I was always tapped in to, like, underground artists in general, but like because of that show, like Sanaa's show in particular, is how I became tapped in like with Atlanta and like all of their artists, because like it's really small here. It's like a real big melting pot for real,
Yeah.
and everyone knows everyone. Ridiculous.
So what was your first show like, and when was your first show? Like, what did you do before the show to prep? How did you feel before the show? How did you feel while you were performing? What were you doing at the show? Like, give us the tea. Tell us everything.
That shit was like a fever dream, bro. It was like a dream come true for real. Because like I don't know, like I didn't. When I first, the way I like was even able to perform at that show, is because my friend Sanaa, I guess she was looking for artists or whatever, because like one of them canceled. No, one of them got COVID, and they couldn't perform no more. And she was like looking to fill some slots. So I was like, let me try it out. You know? So I went there, and she was like, okay, sure. Like I'll add you to the flyer. And I was like, there's no fucking way I just did that. I was like, oh my fucking god, like I'm really about to perform. So like I was really anxious before my first performance, but I kind of wasn't. I was more excited than I was anxious. And then when it became like my turn to really perform, did I even say when it was? It was in June. That was my first performance. It was in June or July, or sometime in the summer.
Because I was going to ask you again.
But fucking right before it was my time, like it was nerve wracking. I think I blacked out for a second.
Ooh.
A good way though.
Oh.
Because I really just let my own music take control. I kind of closed my eyes and I just went. And then it worked out. Like people were fucking with me. Like it was ridiculous. And like the show was so intimate, and like I could see everyone's faces and like everyone's reactions like in first person. Like that shit was a dream.
Wow. So how long was your set? And how many songs did you perform?
Bro, I performed like 10 songs and I lost my voice like through the third one. That shit was ridiculous, bro.
Damn.
Because like I'm not a screamer and I don't talk a lot at all, so it's very easy for me to lose my voice. Like extremely easy. So like through the third song, like I completely lost my voice. I was not able to really perform, so I was really lip syncing for like that was my third song out of like 10. I performed 10 songs.
Damn.
It was like a 25-30 minute set, I think.
Oh,
which is pretty long.
Do you remember what songs you perform off the top of your head? Like, can you remember? Not in order. It doesn't have to be in order. But if you remember.
It was like the first song was some unreleased shit that I still have not released, and I don't think I will ever release. I don't remember what it's called. But I performed Body Bags, Crossfaded Style. I think the rest were unreleased songs that I just performed because like it was my first. Like I only had 3 songs out at that time.
Oh wow!
But I still went to perform. But it was Body Bag, Crossfaded Freestyle, House on the Hill, which is unreleased. It was Say My Name, which is unreleased. It was fuck. I can't remember. It went by so fast.
It's alright, you don't have to tell us.
I performed Fade.
You performed Fade?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my fucking god.
Shout out that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest.
Damn. Okay. So after you perform your set, wait, like when was your set? Like was it like one of the earlier ones or was it one of the later sets? Like do you remember?
It's one of the later ones. I think I was either like the second to last or the third to last.
Damn.
Yeah, out of like I think it was like 6 artists.
Oh wow.
So I was like more than halfway from the last one. I think the last artist was Cocky.
Okay. So did the other artists like have like the same like time frame for their set? Like, did they perform the same amount of songs, or were their sets shorter?
It really depended on the artist. I think there was one artist, Jasmine Janai. Shout out fucking her. She is amazing. Oh my god, she's gorgeous and amazing and beautiful. And is beautiful. She has the most beautiful voice. I think she only performed like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
So I think that it depended on like each performer. I just went along because I wanted to.
Per.
Yeah.
So when you weren't performing, you said you were like second to last. Were you like in the crowd, or were you backstage? Like, were you talking to people in the crowd? Like,
Oh, it wasn't even like a stage. Like, it was in a house.
oh,
It was like in a basement.
oh wow.
Yeah, it was like intimate, but it was hard because they decorated that basement like it was crazy. It was like one of the most insane venues like ever. Shout out Sam's Basement.
Yeah.
Shout out you. Yeah. But yeah. What was the question? Was it when I talked to people? Yeah, like it was mad intimate. Like I was in people's faces. Like it was no stage. We were all on the same level, but we were just all jumping together. It was beautiful.
That's so cool.
Really beautiful.
So have any of those people who were like in the crowd, have you seen them like pop up at any of your recent shows? And how many shows have you done recently?
I did 2 other shows after that, my first show.
Right.
And like those people really did tap in. Shout out them. Like
Aww.
there are a couple of regular or a good amount of regulars. I could say like I can't give a number, but like I don't know. I be seeing like the same people at my shows.
That's fucking
Or
awesome.
like whenever I perform. So shout out that. Like I love that.
Yeah.
That's so hot.
That is hard. So do you feel like you have like a fan base now, and what does that feel like to you?
I wouldn't say a fan base. I would say just like more people that like fuck me.
Right.
Like I don't know. I don't feel like I performed enough to like actually have a fan base. But like I know my day ones. And like that shit is crazy. No, because like there'd be people. I remember like because I'd be going to raves and stuff like that sometimes. And there'd be people that like come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, are you Javi?" And I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" Like,
Oh shit.
What is going on? Like that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy that like people like know me and like get excited when they see me. Like they seen someone like important. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What you need? Shout out that though. It's cool.
You're hell. Oh my fucking god.
It's cool.
Oh shit. So do you go to parties a lot, like parties and raves and shit?
I started to because like I don't know. I guess so. I'm a lot. I go. I'm outside. I'm outside. I be outside. Yeah.
So like when you're outside, is it for networking, or are you just there to be there?
For the most part, I don't know. I really, whenever I go outside, it's usually like to support somebody or like someone is like doing a function that I know, and I just like go to that to be there for that person. And then it like also ends up being networking. Like going outside when you're an artist and like really putting your name out there and like just like meeting people. Like you don't even have to like be like, oh, like I make music, like blah blah blah. Like no one wants to hear that shit. Just meeting people in general and like having them follow your Instagram and seeing what you do later and then them catch on to you by themselves, like
Right.
that makes your interaction and their interest in you more organic and more genuine rather than you going outside and be like, oh, I'm Javi and I make music, you should follow me and listen to me because that's cool. No, I'm Javi, I think you're pretty and I'm gonna be your friend, follow my Instagram, and then they find out what I do later.
That makes
You know what I
more
mean?
sense. That makes so much sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like they're gonna fuck with me anyway. Like
Exactly.
I know they are.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
So, like, yeah.
Per. Ooh, I have a good question. So, Do you feel like Javi is like an alternate ego? And what's the difference between Javi and Javon?
That's so funny because I feel like Javi is more me than Javon is now. Like I feel like
Ooh.
Javon, like becoming like my dead name. I won't ever call it my dead name because that's my name.
Right.
And but like I feel more aligned with Javi as a whole. I feel like Javon is someone that I used to be, but I'm not anyone. I'm not an alter ego. Like I am who I am.
Right.
Yeah, I just feel like Javi is like the one that doesn't want to kill themselves.
Oh shit! I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
You know?
Damn.
It's like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? Ooh. Is there any other place that you want to visit, like, because of their scene? Because, you know, Atlanta has their scene, Cali has their scene, and then, you know, New York has their scene, which is fucking crazy. Yeah. I really want to go over there. But, and, you know,
You
like,
want to go to
Texas.
New York?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to I want to go to LA.
Yeah.
Because like all of the like I'm in this collective called Core Zone, and they're all based in LA, and like all of the people that I want to work with are like in LA.
Right.
And my sound and like the friends that I make are more West Side than East Side. I would never live in LA though. That shit is way too expensive. Like, yeah, I can't imagine myself living in LA like at all. Like no. It's just be like too much shit that be going on out there. Like,
Yeah.
every we got a story. I hate it. Like I don't want to tell you about how I just seen somebody like get robbed or like seeing someone just like I don't know, because like whenever Osiris be telling me any story, like I'd be like, like
Literally.
that shit, I do not want to live like that.
Oh, God.
I like being in Atlanta or just right outside of Atlanta. I'm not even in Atlanta. I'm right outside of Atlanta. And just like not having a life until I go out and choose to have a day. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you were talking about your collective. So do you want to speak more on that? How recent was this? Like, how did you meet Osiris and the people in the collective? Like,
You don't understand. Like, that shit is low key. Like, that shit is like. I don't want to say it's like a dream collective because they like. Corazon is pretty much. It's pretty new. I'm pretty sure. I think it's pretty new, but yeah, it consists of like all of my favorite artists, like or all of my favorite producers. Period.
oh, wow.
Like some of the craziest people like I know, and I remember one day. I don't even remember when it was. It was back when I lived in my old house. I think it was like maybe 3 months ago, 4 months. Probably not even that long. I'm not sure, but I just got hit up like on the Corazon profile, and then they followed me, and I was like, "Is this an accident?" Like, because he didn't message me or nothing. Like, it was just a follow, and I was like, "What?" Like, and like I was like so taken aback that day, and I didn't say anything because I just wanted to play it off cool. Or like just in case it was an accident, like I didn't want to like ruin it or whatever. And then he hit me up, Osiris did, and he was like, "Yo, I want you to be in this collective. I want you to be the only rapper in here because you're too talented."
That's a lot
What?
coming from fucking Osiris.
I was like, "What?" Because like that was like when we made Go to Hell.
Oh, wow.
That was when we made Go to Hell, bro. I just dropped that song, and that's when he hit me about that. And it's so crazy because Osiris is like one, if not like my favorite producer. Like, and like I look to all those niggas like like they're above. Like I make them my goal. Like I copy Osiris all the fucking time, like literally. And and I don't know, like everyone else in our collective are just really good people, extremely good producers. I love them to death. And yeah, it was really a dream. And like you don't understand, like the connections that I've made, like being in Corazon is just this shit is gonna be life changing. We're gonna do life changing shit.
Period.
For sure. It's insane. I still can't believe it.
So how many people are in Corazon?
I think like 9 from the last. Maybe 11. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, but everyone on the Corazon page is followed. And they're all in fucking LA, which makes me so sad. Like, the only one out here.
Damn.
Like, it's dumb. But yeah, that's why I want to go out there so bad, because like I was in this collective called SURREAL. Shout out them. I love them too. Like, it's folk producers that I've worked with for a really long time, like since I first started. But when I was with them, I felt like my sound and their sound was like growing apart, or like I wasn't making like the same type of shit that they're like. I wasn't going in the same direction that they were. So that made me feel like I was like really insecure about that, because I felt like they were fitting a sound that I wanted to be in, but I couldn't, because like that's just not the type of shit that I make. Like like surf gang type shit, like that's what they make. I don't want to say like surf gang, but like that's like towards the direction that they're going. And like I love surf gang, and I'd love to make shit like that, but I just can't. Like I just can't come out of my brain. So like finding Corazon and finding people that like make shit that is more aligned with me is it makes you feel like you belong. Like that shit is so crazy. Like I don't know. Shout out them. Shout out Corazon.
Yeah.
I hope that we're in here for a long time.
Aww. So do you feel like being in that collective has like helped you better yourself as a producer, and what have you learned from them?
I'm on like 20 now. Like I used to be on 10, now I'm on 20 because of them. Like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know. Like the way I make beats now, I copy Osiris. I'm sorry. I'm a copy him, like word for word, bar for bar, but like in a different way though. But like a lot of my shit is inspired by him, and just like everyone that associated with like I want to make shit like how they make shit, because they're all so original, and like I'm original too, but like they're amazing. They're all people that I look up to, and all people that I wanna align myself more with. So like I don't know, I'm still like in my learning stage, so I do be doing a lot of copying. Not like copying, you know what I mean?
I know
but, like,
exactly what you mean. Like taking influence from it's not
like it's heavily inspired. Like for sure. They definitely like upped my sound by 20 notches.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Like bro, like Lost My Voice could not have been made without me being in Corazon right now. And Red Light Go cannot, with me not, like that, this whole EP would not have been made if I was not in Corazon. It's just insane.
Damn. So like when you're in Corazon has a server. My bad, that's my dog. But Corazon has a server, so like when you're in voice calls with them and they're like cooking up like in front of you, do you like learn things from there? And like it may sound corny, but like do you take notes? Because bitch, I do sometimes. Like when I'm like watching certain people, I do take notes, or like I'll record it so I can go back and look at it later. So what do you do to kind of learn?
That's cute. And I don't really like do shit like that. Discord is so trash and like doesn't like show anything anyway.
Oh.
So I kind of and I'm kind of just like I guess I do take note in my head of like what it sounds like, because I'd be so like in a trance. Like when I tell you that Osiris is like one of my favorite producers like in the world, like whatever he makes like blows my mind.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like I hear something that he makes and I'm like, this is insane. I want to make something like that too. So I go try. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's just like watching people or people that you fuck with hook up, or just like cooking up with your friends is so important, I feel like, because you definitely learn a lot of stuff and you definitely like gain a different perspective over like just making shit off of your own head. Like two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
Type shit. Yeah.
Is there anybody else in the collective that you're in that you like fuck with as much as Osiris? Well, I mean, I know you fuck with like all of them, but is there like anybody else in there who you like really like their sound?
Everybody, like, you know,
That is so
like
cool.
Saved Her, hands down one of the best producers like in the world. Like that nigga is gonna be as big as Alchemist.
Ooh.
Like that nigga he's insane, and I love him. He's a sweetheart. I love him. Who else is in this bitch? Let me see, because I can't even remember off the top of my head.
Take your time.
I forgot. I'm on the wrong account, so I can't even look. Oh, and shout out Mikey. I love Mikey. Mikey is so hard to me. I cannot like remember off the top of my head who's in this bitch. Like I do know, but like I don't be looking like every day. So I don't be remembering. But I'm gonna find out though. I'm gonna find out. Then give me one more second. There's 12 people in this bitch. Oh my god. Dom.
Ooh.
This nigga named Dom. He's one of the best rappers like in the world. Hands down. And he's a producer. And he's insane. He's insane. Tote is in here now? Oh my god. See, like all of these people are people that I knew before. I didn't know Kami before Corazon. I didn't know Dom. Everyone else I knew and was friends with for a pretty long time. No, Amel I didn't know either. And Amel's in Amel and Mikey's actually in Atlanta. But like those three people I didn't know before Corazon. But everyone else I've been friends with like since like I pretty much first started producing.
Oh wow. That's cool as fuck.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, it's so crazy how like we're all just like together, like just chilling. Like, yeah.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, but shout out Dom, shout out Saved Her, Osiris, Amel. I'm gonna name all these niggas. Panic Attack, I love him. He's such a sweetheart, like for real, genuinely. Mikey, You Trippin' is like one of my first followers.
Oh wow.
And You Trippin' is like one of the first. I don't think he's in chorus. Maybe he's in chorus. I don't know. That's still kind of. We don't know what's going on. Like the both of us. I talked to him about this like when he came to Atlanta for that one show that I was at. But yeah, You Trippin' is like the first person that I ever lagged with, like, and he made my first tag. He's ridiculous. Toke Drift, Reaper Ward, Renz, Lorado. Shout out to Lorado. I can't wait to like work with Lorado. Lorado's like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
I keep saying that favorite people. Like I have a lot of favorite people, but like
it makes sense.
These people are insane. Like you don't understand. Yeah, and shout out Kami. All these people are amazing.
That's cool as fuck though. Fuck. Hold on.
And you know something else? Like, it's so great. Like, I still feel like as low tier, what's that shit called? Bottom of the barrel, like I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm just genuinely happy that these people even fuck with me for real, because I remember when I first started out like producing or just like even making my producer page, I was afraid to talk too much. I was afraid to show my face, like in fear of being accepted and like seen.
Mm-hmm.
But like seeing all these people like genuinely fuck with me still, like even though that's the bare minimum, and like just like I don't know, not seeing me as like just gay.
Yeah.
And you know,
They see your
use my
craft
gender
first.
these pronouns, like
Yeah.
it's just great. I'm very, very thankful, and yeah, so shout out them.
So I have a few more questions regarding music, and then I'm gonna ask like some other things. So when did you discover underground music? Like, I'm talking about if it was before you started making music, that's cool. Doesn't matter. I still want to know. So like, when did you discover underground music, and like, what were some of your favorite artists at that time?
I think I've been in the underground scene for like before I started making music. Like I remember when Nolan B. Roland, he's like one of my biggest influences, like ever, which is insane. I was like, when did his first project drop? Like, let me see. When did what's that shit called? Season. I think that was like 2016. Wow, I found Nolan B. Roland in 2016. And I was like, bro, like he is who made my sound what it is today. And the craziest thing about that, like he's like one of the first people, like he's one of the main reasons I even started making beats. But like the craziest thing about that is that like I'm in a Discord with him now, and he knows who I am, and like I've sent some beats to him like in his email, like I be in his Discord DM, like he knows who I am, and that's so crazy. It's like full circle type shit. And like Lorado too, one of the main people that like influences my sound, like I've also like talked to him face to face. Like I don't know, just being in Corazon has like it's been like a mind blowing experience. Like I've met Hook, like that's
Yeah.
like, these people are like people that when I first started producing were my end goal, and like I'm already here, like in year 2. Like who knows where I'm gonna be next year, type shit. Like, but yeah, I've always been listening to underground shit. I always had my SoundCloud popping. But yeah, I feel like that's also like why my sound is the way that it is because I listened to like a lot of underground artists for a minute. I can't even remember like the names of like half of the people I've been listening to, because like I would just find someone on like the Discover page and be like, oh cool, I like this song, and then like, you know, so I'm like halfway tapped in. I'm not like actually tapped in, but like I got most of my sound from SoundCloud.
Okay. So like, when did you start to network and meet people in the underground?
After my first show.
Wow.
Literally, I was not tapped in at all. No, I'm lying. That was when I made my beat page, and I was connecting to like I was collabing with like all these artists and shit like that, like through my beat page. Because like most of these people didn't even know that I made music until like I put it out, like obviously. But yeah, like I was tapped in with like all these people before I even like started making music. Like I knew Osiris before I started making actual songs.
Oh.
Yeah. And like he liked my beats before he liked my music. Shit is crazy.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's all I have for like the music shit, and then I have a few more questions. Then I'm gonna ask what the audience asked, and then we can wrap it up. Okay. So you're also a model, and I saw recently. Hold on. Give me a
A
second.
model?
Yes. Hold on. Wait. Give me a second. This nigga is barking and shit.
You
Shut
can't hear it.
the fuck up.
Or I can't hear it, at least.
Oh. Nah, that shit'll pick up on the fucking recording. It's fucking annoying. Yeah. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, but like you're also a model, and you appeared, or recently you appeared in a music video. Have you appeared in any? Oh my god, Javi.
Anyway. Here, stop.
Javi. What? I was saying you're a model and you appear or recently you appeared in a music video. So what is that like?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, it was just when something I did for my friend. Like, shout out Ashley Milk. I love him, and shout out everyone that was there. I love them. They were amazing. But yeah, it was just he was like, "Hey, you want to be in a music video?" And I was like, "Yeah, duh." And then I showed out because that shit's fun. It was fun. It was a very good experience.
Okay.
I loved it. Yeah.
So what about the modeling thing that you did, where you were a model for one of your friends? I think I don't remember their name, but
yeah, Kaylin Bree. Shout out Kaylin Bree. AKA Decatur Princess, AKA Princess of Atlanta, AKA Flower Girl. But yeah, she hit me up like in my DM, which was like also mind blowing because I never thought of myself like as a model like ever at all. But she was like, "Hey, you want to model for my merch that's coming out?" And I was like, "What? Yeah." And like the craziest thing, girl, it's so embarrassing. The day of the shoot, I overslept by 2 hours, and I missed the shoot, like in the official thing.
oh damn.
I missed the shoot, so we had to shoot my pictures outside, and that's why I was the only one with the outside pictures. And that shit was so embarrassing because I felt so bad because like Kaylin is like I'm a fan of Kaylin. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm a fan. But I missed that shit, and I felt so embarrassed. I was like, because, like, out of all of the days that you can miss, I decided to miss that one after I was, like, hand-picked. Like, that's so embarrassing. I would have fired myself, bro. I don't know how she wasn't even mad at me, bro. I was like, she probably was, like, in retrospect or whatever, but like not in my face. She treated me like a friend. I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Aw.
Shout out Kaylin, bro. I owe her like 2 bands for that shit because I feel so bad. Shout out Kaylin. I love her.
So how did you meet her?
That's so funny because we actually met at this girl named Buku. She was on. She's like one of the housewives of Atlanta's Daughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or I think that's, I don't know. She'd be on TV, basically. So I got invited to like one of her functions. I think it was like her EP release or something like that. So I went to Buku's EP release and I met Kaylin there. I didn't know that she was an artist or anything. We just became friends because like she was hot and I'm hot. Like, type shit. And then I seen that she was Instagram famous, and I was like, wait, what she do? And she make music, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, like she's fucking with me, like that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Buku and shout out Kaylin. I love them. They're both very beautiful and amazing, and yeah.
So, is that the only photo shoot that you've done, or have you done more?
I've actually like shot some photo shoots. Like my friend that my friend that put me onto, or like that I was in the car with, that was like making the jokes about like making beats.
Yeah.
He's a designer. So I used to like shoot some of his shoots, or I used to like take pictures of his shoots and shit like that. Like I wasn't a model, but like I took pictures for him, if that's anything. I don't think I modeled for anything else though.
Have you done any shooting recently?
Not recently. I haven't picked up my camera in a minute.
Oh, what kind of camera do you have?
The Canon Rebel 4 something, some shit. Canon Rebel 5 something. I don't know.
That's cool.
It's a lot better.
So do you plan on modeling or shooting for anybody anytime soon? Or do you want to do it in the future?
I don't really think about it. It kind of just always like comes to me at some point. But like I definitely want to, like in terms of like music and stuff like that, I definitely want to like model and do like more cover art for myself, and also like I don't know, just like do more shit for myself, because I don't really do anything. Like I don't have any like cool cover art that's like me, or like anything that's like me or for me, and I just want to start doing that. Like I want to start doing merch and shit. For sure.
So, do you plan on being in any music videos anytime soon? Like, do you have anything coming up? Ooh, speaking of music videos, are you gonna shoot any music videos or have a music video shot for yourself anytime soon? Like, are you planning on it?
I really want to, and the person, like I have who I want to work with already. They're kind of expensive, so I do gotta say that. But when I do, bitch,
yeah,
it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane, like hands down for sure. So, but I am planning on it. Like even like low budget ones, I'm definitely trying to shoot more, because like I don't know, I do have like a lot of visuals in my head about like shit that I want to do, and like ideas that I want to portray and like actually can give the world. So yeah, maybe in the future.
Okay. So what songs do you want to shoot music videos to?
You're gonna find out.
Okay.
Find out.
The mystery. Let me see what other
Because
questions.
when I drop it, I'm gonna drop it. Find out.
So like, would you want to make modeling and like being a, I don't know if you would say like video vixen, but do you want to make that like a career? Like if you could, would you? I don't know what else to call it.
I don't know. That really just, that depends on the day. Sometimes I don't be feeling like a video vixen, and sometimes I do. So I don't really, like, other than music, I can't really see myself doing anything else. Like, music is my thing. All the shit is just, like, side quests. For sure.
Okay, so I'm finna freestyle some questions, and then I'm gonna ask the shit that people ask, because you be saying stuff and it makes me want to ask you more questions. So do you feel like making music has bettered your life? And if so, how?
Oh, 100%. Like, if I didn't know like who I was before, like I definitely do now. Like, it's really like secured my position in this world, if that makes any sense. Like, music really grounded me, and it gives me an outlet to really think and discover more shit about myself that I didn't know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, music is beautiful. Like, for real.
Let me think. Has there ever been a point in time where like you were discouraged, like music wise?
For sure. I always thought that I was fucking trash. Like, I don't know. Like sometimes I still do, but like in a different way though. And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta let go of like thinking that something is trash or not. Like, because everything is subjective. Like, people like trash sometimes. Like, it just really depends on the person. Like, you know, like someone's gonna like it whether it's good or not. I don't feel like there's any good or bad music at all. Everything is subjective. So yeah, I feel like feeling discouraged sometimes is inevitable, especially like if you are queer or like if you are just like POC in general and not rich. Like
Yeah.
yeah, you're always gonna feel like something's weighing you down, but you just gotta push past that shit and just like release shit. Always release shit.
So how do you kind of like keep yourself on your toes with like releasing and stuff? Do you have like a schedule? Because you know some people are like, okay, I'm gonna drop every month. No.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Oh wow.
I don't think I like. I didn't even know that EP like was gonna exist when it did, but I just wanted something to drop on my birthday, so I did that. But like all my other drops, like they're all just completely random, like on a random Friday or like even like just like throughout the day. Like if I just feel like it, I'm gonna just drop. Like I don't know. I don't try to think too hard because like if you're gonna listen, you're gonna listen. If you're not, you're not. It doesn't matter what day it is. Like you're not gonna want to listen to me more because it's Christmas. You know, like so fuck it.
I feel it. So would you say that you're consistent as an artist?
I feel like I'm becoming more consistent. Maybe. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I be putting out bangers.
Yeah.
I don't think yet. Maybe I have. Maybe like halfway. I don't know. I don't know. But I be doing what I need to do.
Right.
I guess I am consistent, aren't I? Like I don't know. I don't know. Am I consistent, Jewel?
I feel like you are. From what I've seen so far, I haven't been here long, but from what I've seen so far, I feel like you are. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me think. Oh, I don't know if I asked you this earlier. I feel like I probably asked this in a different way. If I did, just let me know. I'll cut it out. So how can I put this in words? So as a queer artist, you are very open about like your identity in your music. So have you always been that open about your identity, like in your songs?
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I feel like when I first started out, no, I wasn't. Because like when I first started out, like when I was making songs like for myself, I would always like try not to talk about love at all. Like at all. But after a certain point I was just like fuck, like who cares? And if you care, like fuck you. Like
Exactly.
yeah.
So why were you not being open about love, or why were you not talking about it? Was it like you were like nervous, like?
Yeah, it's definitely like nerve wracking because like the internet is a very scary place, like for an artist, especially
Yeah.
because like niggas are gonna be nasty to you. Like it don't matter like how good of a person you are, like what you do, like niggas are gonna be nasty, and that's especially so like for queer people and for black people and like just us, you know.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, even before I started making music, like putting myself out there, like I had nasty niggas like in my DMs, like giving me death threats and shit. Like it's really scary being a queer person.
Oh wow.
But at the end of the day, I'm only here for a good time, and I'm not going to be here for a long time. So I'm going to do what I need to do. If you don't like that, you can eat my ass. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. So, ooh, do you have any artists that you're like planning on working with, like new people who you've met, and like y'all already have some shit, but it's like unreleased and it's about to release or something? Like, I know you were talking to me the other day, and you were saying you were working on something that's gonna be on somebody's project, right? Can
I
you
don't know if
tell
I can
us?
say that.
Aw.
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say that.
Well, if you can't, it's
I
cool.
want to. I want to, but I'm just gonna keep that as a surprise. Because I feel like that'd be like if anyone watches this, like all my friends, like I haven't told any of my friends yet.
But
So yeah, I'm gonna just keep quiet about that one. Maybe next time. Because I don't even know, like other than the one that began of my head. I can't say that one.
We're gonna have a part 2. So hopefully by the time we do the part 2 it's out. And then if not, we're gonna do a part 3 and a part 4 and a part 5 and etc. etc. Period.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, hold on. Now I'm gonna go ask some people ask like some questions on my Instagram also, and then I'm gonna ask the ones that you sent me from your people. So somebody asked, where does your name come from?
Where's my name come from? I miss you. Javi's just like a nickname that I kind of gave myself. Well, I didn't really give it to myself, but it's kind of just like something that like I realigned myself with recently, and I was just like, wow, okay, cool. But the I miss you part is from like a lot of people tell me that I miss you, and I'm kind of starting to hate that phrase. It's kind of becoming like, you know how when people tell you like you just meet someone and they're just like, oh my god, I love you. Like, what do you mean you love me? Like, I don't know. So it's like when people tell me that they miss me, it's like, do you really miss me? Because I have not seen you in like a year. Like, if you really miss me, it wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, like, bitch, the phone works both ways.
It works both ways. Like, if you wanted to see me, you would, and vice versa. Like, you can miss me all you want, but like, don't be in my DM like every time I post a picture talking about, oh my god, I miss you. Like, we got the link and blah blah blah. Don't do that. So like, I don't know. I have the I miss you part because like a lot of people tell me that they miss me.
Damn.
Like, I'm a miss nigga. Like, people enjoy my presence, but don't like, what's it called?
Apply pressure.
You know,
like gravitate towards you.
They don't keep it sacred. I don't know what the word is, but that's yeah.
Okay.
It's not that deep.
Somebody said, what artists did you listen to growing up?
Nigga, I remember in middle school, I used to listen to dubstep.
Ooh.
I do Blackmail. I remember them. I used to listen to a lot of indie shit too, like Phoenix. I used to listen to rock. I used to listen to like Avenged Sevenfold. I used to listen to I listened to like a whole bunch of shit. And oh my god, I remember like the Lord album, Pure Heroin, had me in a fucking chokehold for a really long time. The XX used to have me in a chokehold for a really long time. And yeah, like I just had like a whole bunch of phases when I grew up, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody said, if you have 5 wishes, what would you wish for?
What? Yeah, that's hard. Like, what do you wish for if it's not world peace? Like, because I feel like that's like too cliche. Like, does it have to be like me or like? I don't
I
know.
really don't know like what they wanted from that, so I can't even tell you. But I'm like, just say whatever, cause I can think of some shit off the top of my head.
Nigga, I wish white people weren't so white.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, I wish white people didn't do all the fuck this shit that they did. Uh, I wish like we didn't have. I wish like hunger didn't exist
Yeah.
and that we could just eat and just like always eat as we chilling. I wish money didn't really exist, like for real.
Yeah, like it's so stupid.
Like, I don't know what to say. Like, and I also wish that they all fly and like talk to animals. I don't know.
That would be cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's just some basic shit. I don't know, but I just wish the world was a better place, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What can I say? That's probably not that fun, but like, fuck it.
Nah, I feel like those are cool as fuck, because I would have said some dumb shit. I wouldn't even have thought about world peace, because it's so like, it feels like it's so out of reach.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard.
So they also asked, what's your favorite color?
I haven't thought about this in a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't really like think about it, but I really fuck with like baby pink and like baby blue and orange. I like orange. I used to like green a lot. Green used to be my favorite color, like for sure. But
Like-
I don't know.
Like neon green or like...
Yeah, I like neon green and like I like lime green too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They asked, when and what inspired you to start making beats?
I guess myself, because I knew it was something that I could get better at. So like when I first started making beats, like I would document like every beat I used to make, like on my story. I would like record like a little snippet and then put it into my snippet folder. And then like I guess looking back at it after it's certain amount of time and seeing like my growth was like, oh shit, I could get better. Like, and like I got addicted to that. So that's really what kept me going. Get better.
Her. So someone said, are you satisfied with how far you've come in the last 5 months?
Yeah, it's insane. Like I remember when I first like dropped my first song, like I wasn't even expecting any streams like at all. But it got a decent amount. And I was like, wow. And like my second song like did even better than the first one. And I was like, wow. And then my third song almost has fucking 10K plays.
Oh, wow.
Like my third song I've ever released, like ever, almost has 10K plays on SoundCloud. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, people are fucking with me. Like,
hell yeah.
That shit is insane. And like in the last 5 months, I gained like 600 followers, bro. Like that shit is insane.
Yeah.
And it's only been 6 months.
Yeah.
Not even. Like, and the opportunities that I've been given, like within these 6 months, like, what am I gonna do by next year? You know?
Yeah.
Just, I'm satisfied. Like, this is a dream. What I'm doing right now, and like what I'm doing is like not even shit yet. It's just crazy.
So someone asked, what is your overall goal?
To be stable. I don't make music like to be stable, but like that's something that I like as a person, you know.
Right.
Like, yeah, I just want to be stable. Like, but in music, I don't really have a goal. My goal is just to be able to make music and not be tired of it. I don't know. My goal is to be able to make music and not have it feel like a job.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Other than that, I just want to be stable and like not have to worry about anything other than like what do I feel like making today.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Definitely. They also asked, who is your biggest inspiration?
Myself. I really do inspire myself, and like as cliche as that sounds, like I get really excited when I make something new because like when I make something that I like and I'm just like, wow, I really fuck with this. I'm like, I wonder what else I can make that is like better than the last. Because like whatever I make, I always make something better.
Mm-hmm. Constant
like,
improvement.
Yeah, it's really cool to see my own growth. I really fuck with that. So I really do inspire myself.
Period.
Not to be a
That's the first time I've ever heard that answer, so yeah. What made you so passionate about music?
The growth. I keep saying this, but that's like genuinely what it is. Like, I'm like, I guess like to be more pessimistic. I don't not to be pessimistic, like, but I do feel like this is like one of the only things that I see myself doing like ever. I don't see myself. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. So it's like, not only is it a passion, but it's like my only plan. I don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta make it, bro. Like I have to. I don't have a choice. Yeah.
I feel it. So another person asked career goals plus how you want to be seen when it's all said and done. I don't really.
How I want to be seen when it's all said and done. I don't know. Like, fan bases are so weird because fans are just weird. Like, I don't like fan ass. I mean, like, I don't know. I could be a fan ass nigga to be like to some people or whatever, but like, I don't like that shit. Just, I don't want to be seen. I'm not really sure. I just really hope that people like. I feel like we're getting over the stigma of like celebrities.
Yeah.
Now. So it's like I just really hope that people can just listen to my music and be like, wow, I like that.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, not like show up to my fucking house and be like, can I have an autograph? Like, you know, or just whatever. Like, and career goal, I don't really have it. Like, I don't think about like this shit at all. Like, I just want to be stable. Like, by the time, like, I just want to be able to buy myself a house and my mom a house and all my friends a house. Like, and like, on the street a house. Like, I want to buy houses for niggas. Like, I guess I want to be rich, but like, I just want to be able to take care of like the people, take care of myself and the people around me.
Yeah.
Wow, that I love.
Definitely. Someone said, who are some artists you want to work with?
Nolan B. Roland, bro. That nigga, he said he was gonna get on something that I made with Osiris twice. That's not happened yet, but I'm still praying. I'm still praying and manifesting that it's gonna happen very soon. But like in terms of like big people, I really want to work with this what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Like, I don't listen to her every day. What is her name, bro? No, because this is actually gonna bother me. What is her name? I'm gonna tell you later. I don't remember. What's that girl's name?
Oh shit.
Okay, next question. I'm gonna figure this out while you ask me the next question. Though. I'm gonna come back to that.
There's
'Cause I
one more
forgot her name.
though.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. I'll find it like by that time.
Okay. So someone said biggest musical inspirations right now plus all time.
I keep saying no one be rolling, but like generally, like no one be rolling. Osiris, Israel, obviously. Everyone in Corazon, like I aspire to be like make music like that, like for real. And like Lorado and like I Love You Hook, like all these underground artists are like some of my favorite people. Kahi's like one of my biggest inspirations as well. Like everyone around me, and all of the people that I'm meeting, Cyber Trash, one of my biggest inspirations. Motherfucking. It's like I don't know, DJ Willie, just like everybody that's around me and all the people that I'm meeting are just like insane. Like this nigga, his name is Blue Orion, bro. I just met him like a couple days, like no, today. Like I just DM'd him today, but he's followed me like a little while ago. I just listened to his music or his album. He's like, that shit is like one of the best albums I've heard this year. And that nigga has no followers, bro. Like almost like 200.
It'd be like that.
That shit is insane.
Yeah.
Like he's insane. So like, just like meeting all these people and just like being in the scene. Those are my inspirations, for sure. It's not even like a person. I can't even say like a person is my inspiration. It's just music in general and all these people around me. And
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but Benny, I want to work with Benny.
Oh,
You know who that is?
No.
I love Benny.
No.
So much.
you gotta put me on.
Oh, I love her. I got you.
But
If I get to meet you, that song is insane, and she seems like a person. Like she's one of my favorite white people, but I can't even lie. Benny's so hard. But anyway,
so
yeah.
this is the last question I have for you today. It's something that I ask everyone because everybody gives different answers, and I feel like the answers are pretty cool. But so if you have someone who's watching this and they are discouraged, they're having a hard time with music or whatever, and you know they kind of look up to you, what would be your advice to them to help them? Period.
Keep going. Because everyone's ass at first. Everyone is. Like, I have zero musical background. Zero. I literally just downloaded a program and I played with buttons all day and I am where I am. And this is nowhere. Like, I'm not even anywhere yet. But you can do it, bro. Anyone can do it. Like, you got it. Just keep going. Literally. And that's so basic, but you just gotta push through, bro. Because you're your own biggest critic and you're always gonna beat yourself up. Fuck you. Put your shit out, bro. Fuck you, bro. Don't even listen to yourself. Just put your shit out. It'll work. I promise.
Okay, per. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me. That was fucking awesome.
That was awesome. Thank you for talking to me. That was cool.